outstanding, Ernst. And tell us about how you got to Santa Barbara and where you're from and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so I'm South African. Grew up in South Africa. Studied wine out there, and in 2003, I wanted to explore something different. Came out to California to do a harvest, and really fell in love with the area. I came down to Santa Barbara and saw a lot of similarities between the area I was from, the Walker Bay area in South Africa, and yeah, the rest is history. I found a job here, and I was able to build my brand, and along the way meet people like Drew Duncan, and we started Donnachadh. So it's been a very it's been a good ride. It's been very educational, and yeah, it's every year I have to pinch myself and say, like, I'm very extremely lucky to be here, and work with good vineyards and good things. Yeah. So making wine in Santa Barbara, cool climate, classic wines, and yeah, that's it.
But Donnachadh, tell us about the name.
Yeah, so Donnachadh is Scottish Gaelic for Duncan. Started the project at the last name Duncan, and yeah, it means a lot to them. Family name. We spoke about it a lot today. Like how organic this whole process has been. Drew searched, for more than a decade for a perfect spot, and his eyes were open to wines in the early 2000s from this area that really showcased what we can do, what we're able to do. As far as making wines that are classic and really rival Burgundy. And I think
it's a common theme tonight. Everyone's inspired by Burgundy. Obviously, a region that is near and dear to the passion button, and all of us in the wine business are passionate because we've had great wine experiences. And I'm sorry to cut you off, Ernst, but the audio kind of keeps going in and out, and but I'm going to just kind of give you the space to see if it comes back and fixes everything. But you got two main vineyards here. You got the hillside block and the riverside block. How long have these vineyards been planted?
These vineyards were planted in 2012 and 2013. Unique thing about Donnachadh is that it's north facing, and there's a lot of clay. The aspects, we're obviously in that corridor of a lot of ocean influence, which is great. We set out from the beginning to learn about each block, about each clone, and I think it's important for us to learn every year and have this become more intuitive for winemaking. The vineyard, the fact that there's a lot of clay has taken really well. The roots are well developed, and we're able to make these wines that really capture this little site, which is amazing.
Couple shots here in our slideshow just to kind of bring you into the Donnachadh operation. And it's everything that is done in Santa Barbara to make wines of this quality tend to involve a lot of manual processes. There's a little bit of help from some technology, but it's a lot of handwork, a lot of biceps, back muscles, and a lot of good people, a lot of good hands coming together. The selection process in the vineyard, and these guys are working the same vineyards every year. They get to know the vines, they work them all year long, and and you get some, better choice fruit to work with, knowing that the standard is very high, because you draw the line and say this is not good and this is good, and then you get only the parts of the vineyard picked that hit that standard. A beautiful exposition here on the slope, and this is obviously your hillside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The 94.2019 estate Chardonnay that we're tasting, and you do make both an estate and a non-estate Chardonnay, and they're fairly different price points. The estate being the vines that you grow yourself on your immediate property there that we were looking at, and this is a top scoring wine as well. I love the label. I think it's super cool. And Ernst, if we could try the audio one more time, what techniques are you employing to bring about such a experiential wine? I mean, I know a lot of people say they're hands-off winemaking and stuff, but obviously your hands are all over this and you're punching down and you're working it. But is it the lack of oxygen, the type of container, the type of yeast strand? Is it a million things that you're doing in small ways that really craft this wine? Because there's so much going on here.
Yeah. I'd say like Chardonnay is one of those wines where I feel like if you're going for this style, the picking decision is the most important decision we make. So we spend a lot of time in the vineyard leading up to making that decision, to where we capture a lot of acid. The rest is relatively simple. We at the winery we typically do a little foot stomp, and we oxidize the juice for the first day as much as we can, and we settle for a day, and then ferment natively in barrel. It's I think it comes down to the site and the picking decision. I think those are the two most important things we do. And now that we have 6 vintages under our belt, we know what to expect. We have a better understanding of each block. But yeah, this Chardonnay is all site. We're able to retain a lot of acid and minerality and freshness, and again, just keeping it really simple. We age the wine for about 10-11 months in French oak, with a certain percentage of new oak, and then we age it another 5-6 months in stainless steel, which gives us kind of that nice reductiveness. So we try to keep it relatively simple, and make something that really capture the site.
Very pure, very clean, very delicate, wonderful subtlety in these wines. And I think that's really going to improve the Chardonnay market. It's going to bring Chardonnay back. I think it's already there. And these are just 2 exceptional examples that we get to taste back to back that show you the future of Chardonnay.
Yeah, I think it's important to realize that climate change is happening, and Burgundy is scarce, Burgundy is expensive, and that Santa Barbara County offers a very, very, very good alternative at a way better price point. And I think we're gonna be around for a long time, which is exciting. We can make wines that have this kind of focus and freshness to it year after year.
So have a good night, everybody, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the other side.